Hello and welcome back to Heavy Haul with me, Wolfgang Tailchase, and in the last episode we were hauling a big red box. This time we're hauling a big blue cylinder. As you can see here, the workers are securing it. It's a silo apparently. I don't see any TV crews this time. Maybe this is not as interesting. Okay, let's get this show on the road. And we get to drive during the day today. That is a nice change towards the last episode. So we're starting in Eureka in is it Northern California or Southern Oregon? I'm actually not sure. But we'll see if we have a Eureka moment. Why are you taking this route? You know, it would be better if you just take one turn instead of two. Well, you're gonna make it more complicated for me, don't you? You do know that I have like a really big long load here, and taking corners is not the best thing for it. Yeah, I was really thinking of what I was gonna, if there was anything I could talk about today, and then it hit me that I think I mentioned that I've worked as a. This is going to be interesting. That I'm working as a tram driver. Oh. Yeah, I'm coming around. And I've also worked as a bus driver. I think I mentioned that as well in some of my videos. You know, cop, you are going a little bit fast here, you know. Yeah, I'm coming around the mountain. Here we go. And a lot of people say that they just complain about bus drivers and other people working in public transport, that nobody likes us and that everything is horrible. But I thought I would share some stories of when I was driving a bus, both positive and negative. Maybe some other day I will do it when I drive the tram. I have lots of stories. Most of the stories are about people paying or not paying for the bus ride, or something like that. But I had one time when the paying system is in when I was driving this bus was that either you can pay with cash or you can pay with a prepaid card that you put down in a machine and it like read it. It didn't blip it or anything. Like, this was like 15 years ago. So you put it down into machine and read like this magnetic strip. And there was a guy coming on the bus, and they had two small children, and both of them was screaming, and he was trying to calm them down, but he looked very, very, very stressed. And he looked at me with like almost panic in his eyes and said that I don't have any money on my card and the ATM is closed, so I couldn't take out money to fill it up. And if what am I gonna do? He didn't ask for going for free or anything like that. He asked, what am I going to do? And I said, it's okay, you can go. And he like, are you sure? I like, yeah, sure, you can go. And he said, thank you very, very much, thank you so much. Next time I see you, I'm gonna pay double. And I'm like, no, there's no reason for you to do that. There's nothing in it for you to pay double. So like, I don't get any extra for anything you pay. I get a fixed salary, so for me it's nothing. And he goes in with his children, and after a while he gets off. And I keep driving and work. In a couple of around 2 weeks later, a guy comes on the bus, and I see thousands of people every day. I can't recognize them all. And he puts in his card. He looks at me, and then he puts it in again. And I'm like, wait a minute, you put it in twice. Now I have to remove one of the tickets. And he said, no. You let me go for free last time I went on the when I went on the bus before, and so I said I was going to pay double the next time I saw you. And I was like, yo, I told you that you didn't have to do that. And he smiled and said, no, but I want to do the right thing. And it's like, oh, okay, there are some honest people. And that actually made my day. When something like that happens, it's like the small things that gets you happy. When people are honest, open, happy, and they appreciate when you do something nice for them. That is like a little sunshine story. And I have a similar one as well from when I was driving the bus as well. I was driving this bus that it just goes during rush hour out to an industrial area and back. And I'm in this industrial area, and a woman comes on. And when you pay with money in where I was driving the bus, there's like lots of zones and different fares depending on where you're going. And she puts up 18 Swedish crowns. And no, it costed 18. If you pay in cash, it cost 18 Swedish crowns to go with the bus. I think it was that such a long time ago, I don't remember. But anyway, she put up the double amount, 36. And I looked at it and said, okay, where are you going? And she said, no, when I was going here in the morning, I didn't have any money, so the driver let me go for free. So I want to pay for that trip now. And I was like, yeah, well, you don't have to do that. And she said, well, I want to do it. Okay, what we can do like this, since it's no meaning for me to punch out 2 tickets for you with the same timestamp. We can go down to the town, and you get 1 ticket now, and when we get down there, if you still want to pay for another ticket, you can punch the ticket then, so that will extend it a little bit. And she said, oh, thank you, yes, I will do that. And I thought that, okay, I give her the ticket and drive down. And I thought that, well, of course, now she's not going to come up and pay me when she gets off the bus. There's no reason for her to do that. And I get down to the city center, and the woman comes up and wants to pay. And I'm like, I gave you the chance not to pay. You didn't have to. There's no reason for it. But no, she wanted to pay. She was very determined. She wanted to pay. So I gave her another ticket. And when it comes to paying, I have another similar story as well. Yet another one, which is kind of funny. Because sometimes these machines that we have, the memory got full in them. So when there's another driver that drives the bus and I come and take over after him, and he logs out of the machine with his account, and I'm going to log in, and the memory is full, so the machine says that I can't log in. And what I have to do then is, like, I call the traffic control. They have to come out and empty the memory in the machine at the end stop. They can't, like, get down there because it's too far. I have to drive the bus. So what you do then is that you put something inside the slot to show that it's closed. So we have this white almost like a ruler that we use if a car gets stuck. We put it in there to try and unstuck it. So I take this one and I put it in a machine to show that it's not gonna be used. And then I open the door and people come on, and some see it and just walk on by, and then there's a woman coming and she puts up money on the counter. And I said that no, this is your lucky day, you get to go for free today. And she just looks at me like, I said, why? It's because I can't give you a ticket. Why? Because I say so, and because the machine is the memory is full, I can't log into it. I have to wait for the traffic control to come. So you get to go for free. But I want to pay, she says. I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to. Oh, but I can just give you the money, and so no, I can't take your money because I can't give you a ticket. And I said, well, are you going to the end station? Said, no, I'm not. She says, okay, then you get to go for free. If you take your money and go sit down in the bus, and we'll drive here because we are getting late. And she was getting almost frustrated that she didn't get the chance to pay. Like, yeah, well, what is the problem? And then I drive on, and 2 stops later, another woman gets on the bus, and she doesn't say anything to me, but she looks at the ruler I have in the machine, and then she takes it out. Before I can get to react, she takes it out and gonna put in her card. And I looked away and I said, stop, wait a minute. The machine is out of function. It's not in use. So you get to go for free. And that's the reason why this white ruler was in there. And she looks at it, looks at me and says, oh, I thought that somebody put it there and you didn't see. And I'm like, how can I not see it? It's like right in front of me. That's some people are funny. Okay, so any other stories? Yeah, one one where the guy didn't wanna pay, or didn't pay correctly. And there is like that you have when you pay with some certain cards, you get like a receipt where it says that you can have paid with the card, but the receipt is not a valid ticket. You have to put in the card. So this guy comes on the bus and he shows the ticket, not the ticket, the receipt. And I didn't even notice that it just says that it says receipt on it, and I said, you have to put in your card. And he like looks at me, why? I have the ticket, he says. No, that is not a ticket. That is a receipt that you have a ticket on your card. So if you just put in your card, we can be open. And then I find out because he was yelling it very, very loudly, so everybody in the bus could hear that he had a card for disability. And due to me, now everybody in the bus knows. And I look at him and says, no, it's due to you. If you had just had put in your card, nobody would have known. I wouldn't have said anything. But now, due to you yelling it out, everybody knows. So don't blame me. Just put in your card and be happy. And he is like, keeps mumbling and cursing and being angry at me for something that I didn't do. That is one of those stories of people being obnoxious. Okay, we are going downhill now. This is a curvy road. Why am I... What are those noises? Do I have another one from there? Let's see. Well, I have plenty. I have lots of when like kids trying to cheat their way with their school cards. Because you get when you go to school and you're like 13, 14, something like that, you can get a school card that is valid during the weekdays when you go to school. And also that when you have this card, you also have like an identification card that goes with it that you have to show because the school card isn't valid without it. And I come to a stop, and a girl comes on, and she shows up the validation card, the ID. And I says, yes, that's a very nice picture of you. I didn't say that, but I thought of it. That's like, yes, that is, where is your bus card? And she said, somebody stole it out of my locker at school. Okay, somebody stole your card. Yes. Okay. Well, you don't know that this one isn't valid. This is not a ticket you can go on the bus, but okay, you can go for now and make sure that you report it and that you can that you get another one. And she goes in, and like two other passengers go in, stamp their cards, and then another girl comes on and she shows a school card. She puts it in a machine, and I see in my display that it is a school card. And I ask her, where is your ID for the school card? And she looks at me and says, I dropped it. And the card pops out of the machine, and I manage to grab it before she does. And I just had this feeling that there was something fishy going on with these two girls. So I have already like made a mental note of some of the numbers on the ID card, because it says the number and it says the number on the card. So I look at the card or that she put in the machine, and oh, this is a tight turn. Am I gonna make this? Okay, that is gonna be tight. Yeah, made it. And I look at it and I recognize the numbers, and I turn around and says, excuse me, can you come up here again? And I see that the girl that's standing in front of me gets very, very nervous, and the other one is started looking very, very nervous as well. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, okay. How am I gonna make this turn? Okay, come on. Oh, yeah. Okay, you parked in a very difficult spot. I'm gonna make this one. Whoa. I wonder if I made that one. I think I did. Ooh, that was close. That was not a nice turn. Where was I? Yeah. And so I asked her to come back, and I look at her card, take her ID card, and I look at the school card, the one you pay with, and it's the ones matching. And I look at her, the first girl, and said, "Hey, I found the one who took your card." And both girls just look at each other, look at me, and look completely like, what are we gonna do now? And I look at them again, and I say that she didn't steal your card, right? You gave it to her, and you were hoping that you both could go on one card. And she looks very, very ashamed and says, yes, we're sorry. And I say that, well, you do know that this is not allowed, of course. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take your cards and I'm going to turn them into the authority, the traffic authority, the one that handles the traffic in the region. And you can tell your parents that they can go and pick it up there. And like, and both of them like, my mom and dad is gonna kill me, she says. I don't really think so. But this will be a lesson for you that that you should do the right thing, both of you. And they said, and then they ask, can we go on the bus? And I says, yes, if you pay. Of course, there were only one of them had to pay. I didn't let both of them pay because they actually had a valid ticket, but one of them had to pay for it, and I took the card. And when I handed it in, I told them, well, I told the ones that I handed them into what happened, and they said, thank you. So, and that, things like that I've done several times. It was another time when, we're almost there. I have room for one more story. There was another time when there was a bus stop outside one of the big schools, and a lot of kids were there. And one came on and put in his card, and he goes and sits down, and I look in my mirror in the bus, and I see him reaching out through one of the windows and giving the card to to one of his friends outside. And that friend then comes on the bus, and the thing is that the machine recognizes that this card has already been punched in this machine, so it can't be used again. And the machine tells me so, and I said that well, there's something wrong here. This card has already been used. Have you gone on the bus before today? This bus before? It said, no, I haven't. Yeah. Well, I know that you haven't, but your friend did, who's sitting there back in the bus. So you can get off the bus, or you can pay for your ticket, and I will tell your friend that he can pick up his card at the office downtown, and explain to his parents why he has to do that. And they got very ashamed that they got busted. He tried to do some kind of explanation why and that they didn't do it, and I said I saw it, so don't even try to get away with it. So we are here. We have delivered the big blue cylinder, and there was a lot of bus stories there, even though I'm driving a truck. Oh, a little bit too far. Can we get a green? There we get a green. Okay. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to me rambling about buses. And hope to see you next time. Fling a subscription if you haven't done that, and hope to see you next time.